community.
From shooting.
As I say, this is not as quite as marked, but hopefully the camera will catch it about those grey patches where they had been distributing those fall dandelion seeds. That's where the fall dandelion had come up a few weeks ago. You know, they came into blossom, and now they are in seed stalks, you know, the little puff balls on top. As I say, this is good, deep, fertile ground. You can dig 10 feet and you still got soil here, you know. And well, if people don't want to listen and they think they want to keep on living in their virtual reality, maybe after a while they're going to realize that food doesn't come out of a computer. And food doesn't come from the government. There have to be farmers around, and farmers that are steward of the land. And Mother Earth is very patient, but I think we have come to the point where the Earth is run out of patience. And man has become more and more a nuisance to the ecosystems and to this planet. And when people don't smarten up, then sooner or later this planet is going to shake basically the human intruders that have been abusing it. It's going to shake itself and shake mankind off like a dog who shakes off his fleas.
Okay. We're rolling. Oh, if you rode another 10 feet away from the camera, that would be good.
Okay. Well, I thought we just have a look here from here at this lower side of the road of the hayfield. And as you see, second cut, kind of hay ground that has had, as I say, at least 250 ton of manure per acre over the years. And that's all we are getting. How much longer do those deadbeats in the Department of Agriculture think they can cover it up? Mike Olskamp, you better hightail out of there. Get back to Sackville. Go back to teaching your school. Teach the children. But I guess most of the teachers, they are about as useless as this bunch there in the Department of Agriculture, in the government departments, Department of the Environment. A lot of them, they take early retirement, retiring with a fat pension, and the people they have harmed by not doing the job, you know, they bankrupt them. But as I say, this is the whole growth in since the middle of July. We got now pretty near the middle of November. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. A few weeks ago, I spoke to a native lady from the southern United States, an elderly lady, and she said a few years ago they had formed something what they called the broom brigade. And those ladies were getting so fed up about the corruption in government. But the broom brigade had broomstick brigade. It had nothing to do with witches and riding on a broomstick. The underlying idea was sweep the garbage out. Sweep the garbage out of the government. Get those unproductive parasites out of there. They're taking the whole country, they're taking the whole society down. They don't produce anything. All they're doing is hampering the people that want to be productive members of society. Smother them in paperwork and everything that doesn't produce anything. The only thing it does, it produces a paycheck for the bureaucrats. But as I say, you can see here, the whole lower area completely ruined. The only patch where the grain, where the hay was grown half decent was up there in the upper end of the field, about the middle there, about 4 or 5 acres. And this is out of 50 acres. I don't know. People need to get a wake-up call. And hopefully it's going to come this winter. Because the longer it's been stalled out, that people get a reality check, the worse the end will be. And I don't want no harm to anyone. All I want is people to realize how much they got going for them, especially in the Maritimes. And when I first came here and people were talking about the poor, underprivileged maritime provinces, we who came from the old country, we looked around and we said, what kind of a bullshit is that? You are not poor, underprivileged. You have more than most of the people in the rest of the world have. But you have been pissing and farting it away and leaving everything to those bureaucrats and those control freaks in the government. And sooner or later, you're going to end up flat broke. The environment is destroyed. You have given the province away for an apple and an egg, for pennies to the big corporation, family corporation here in New Brunswick, and now you want to sell it out to mining companies. And you have been doing it already. I don't know. My people will die for lack of knowledge. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They put all kind of superficial crap into their heads, and that's what really matters, you know. It's been blown off like it is irrelevant. Oh yeah, we can buy the food cheaper somewhere else, right? When the food trucks, the delivery, stop rolling into New Brunswick, within a few days the store shelves will be empty. And then you're going to find out the reality. You're going to get a reality check. Anyway, that's it. Not in the morning, like they had a big potato bag hanging on the side. Hi, ladies. Puppy! Hello! Red! Hi, Whitey! Blackie! Hi, kiddos! Blondie! Blondie! Burnt her hip. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at this. This bunch is such a bunch of sickos, and most of it, when they were here, it was coming right from that house. Successive parties that have been living in that friggin' place. And I've seen the laser beams come right through the window there. They had a big, previous parties, they had a big crystal there hanging in the window. Pulsing laser light coming out. And then cattle they had burns. Same burns as I showed to you on the internet.
Right.
Cows had holes cooked right into the others, same size, 1.5 inches in diameter. When they were laying along here or when they were laying across the road there in the pasture in the afternoon sun. Killed 5 cows in 1 week. They would swell up all underneath, you know. And then within a week they were dead. I still got some of the cows in there where they have ruined the others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 52. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2. It's like there are two animals missing. I don't have to check them over. Oh yeah, there's another one. This guy. Polly! 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 Where's your mama? Eh? Mama! Polly! Polly! Go see your mama! Polly! Come on! Ken, if I would be mistreating those animals, do you think they would be that docile? Huh?
I would think. I don't know.
Yeah. Hi guys. Polly. Come on, Mama. Whitey. Come on, girl. Ken, if they would leave me alone, I could do at least another 10 years. Blondie. Hi, Munchkin. Hi. Come on. Hey, come on. Hi, Gray. Well, I hate letting them, letting them go. But I have to be realistic too, And I've been cutting it close the last few winters, the way they kept gassing me. I say, several times I didn't think that I would make it through the spring.
Yeah.
And then when I had the cattle through the rough winter, when the weather was getting fine, when they had made it through the winter, that's when they had to fulfill their quota. And within a month, generally, they had to kill 20 plus animals. That's when they were laying into them. As soon.
Okay.
Well, that was how many years? 40 years of hard work. Getting the land ready, draining it, putting ditches in, liming the ground, just to fight those environmental criminals that have been, over the last 40 years, have been doing all kind of sabotage. Poisoning the land, small aircraft, dumping chemicals on the land, in some instances military aircraft, Canadian Armed Forces, aircraft come from Gagetown, dumping it here on the land, or they were coming from Greenwood, Nova Scotia. But most of the damage was being done by small single engine aircraft originating from Havelock Airfield, or come from Fredericton, Wards Creek, above Sussex, or from the Moncton Airport. I think they were come from McEwen Airport. If the people in the province would know how much damage they have done, those flying bastards, over the last, I would say, at least the last 60 years, they would be up in arms. But people, they are so brainwashed and have become so blind to what's going on. And when they say Canada, one country, one people, you are far from being one country, one people. On one side, there are a bunch of predators and criminals, and on the other side, there are some honest people who are trying to make a living and who are being driven out by the predators and by the criminals. And the criminals now have infested all branches of government. And here on the upper farm, this was about 25, pretty near 30 years ago, when I became already aware about the crimes that have been done by those airborne cowboys. I sat one day in Petticodiac at Bowie Jackson's service station to another farmer in a kind of a tongue-in-cheek. I said, if a farmer wants to do any kind of a meaningful kind of crop farming in these areas, he might need some heat-seeking missiles or surface-to-air missiles to get rid of some of those airborne cowboys. Guess what? Within 1 week, I was combined in the lower field, and I had my grain trailer parked here next to the road because I didn't dare to go through the fields. I didn't want to get stuck with a load of 8 to 10 ton of grain in that grain trailer. I didn't want to get stuck in the field. When I was combined down in the lower field, I saw the brown ghost car of the Mounties driving up the road and then stopping a little bit further up in the road and waiting there. Then